This is your boy Sean J coming at you live and direct with another one. Today's topic of conversation is my troubled past as a teenager. Fellas, this story time. I'm gonna give you a little story time on how I started getting in trouble when I was a teen. It all started in junior high though, guys. 8th grade. Remember like it was yesterday. You're in 8th grade, you're trying to fit in with the crowd and you're trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to do. Just like anybody else, everybody trying to be cool, I was trying to be cool too, fit in with the crowd. And found two cats to hang out. I ain't gonna say their names. They don't watch my videos anyway. We ain't talked in years, over a decade, but I had two cats that I started hanging out with that I really started getting in trouble with. And I remember like it's yesterday after school, during school, we're like, hey man, you should hang out with us, you know what I'm saying? Let's go hang out, man. And so we started hanging out the very first day we met. Yeah, I got my partner right here, his name is so-and-so. We start hanging out. So we did. So we went to after school, I remember like it was just after school, we started heading down there to dude's house. And get this, guys, on the way down there, another dude stole a lawnmower from somebody's property or off the line, you know what I'm saying? They stole a lawnmower, bro. The very first day, I was just a lookout. You know what I'm saying? Stole a lawnmower, took it home. Dude took it, we took it with us and sold it for a 20 bag of weed. That was on the very first day, on some wild stuff. And I think on that very first day, I met his dad. I ain't gonna say any names. I met dude's dad, and his dad was real cool. His dad was legit, man. Well, his dad was cool. He was a cool dad because he allowed his son to smoke weed, and this was in junior high. But fast forward, looking back at it, I'm like, man, his dad was garbage, man. His dad was a bad father because he let his son smoke weed and all that stupid shit. Let his son smoke weed, and you know what I'm saying? Thinking about it, it's just like, man, that was a bad father. That's really bad. That's bad. He wasn't a good father at all. But at the time, we're in junior high. Your dad letting us smoke weed in the house? Okay, all right, bet. That's dope. That's real dope. So we started smoking weed, guys. Started smoking weed like the very first day. I didn't steal the lawnmower, but they stole a lawnmower, and that just began the whole snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? That began the whole snowball effect of getting into trouble. Now, I really didn't start getting in trouble until I was in 9th grade. I did not start getting in trouble until I was 9th grade. I say once 9th grade, high school, freshman year. I remember like it was yesterday. So that's a whole year. So what happened was, I started getting more into smoking weed and more into stealing, right? And there's this place that was close. There's this place downtown that was called Amazing J's. I'll never forget it. Amazing J's. They blew pipe, like glass pipes, and they had really nice pipes. I was into all of that. Like, I was fully immersed by then in the whole stoner lifestyle. And they had pipes, they had bongs, glass bongs, zongs, papers, hot night, like everything, whatever you wanted, they had it. And me and dude would always go in there. To look at the pipes, because we were literally fascinated by these pipes. And I seen one pipe, like we both went in there one day, right? We literally ditched school to go to this pipe store just to look at pipes, guys. That's how much I was into this shit. So we go down there, we go to Amazing J's. We go to Amazing J's, we look at these pipes. I see a pipe I like, and homie sees a pipe that he likes. Guess what happened? You're right. We got slick, man. I stole this pipe, and he stole one of his pipes. He stole a pipe too, so and we got away with it clean, because at that time I was really good at stealing. At that time, you know what I'm saying? On some crazy stuff, right? So we stole the pipes. By the next day, we went up there. You know, we go back to school, and like we was getting high at school too, all throughout high school, freshman year. We was getting high. We was enjoying ourselves, man. Teenagers, right? I remember like it was just my first time getting in trouble. What happened was, I went to like lunchtime happened. I went to the smoke spot up there where I used to live, and showed off my pipe. It's a $135 pipe. I'll never forget it. $135 pipe is a long pipe like that, glass. The beautiful, beautiful pipe, bro. I showed everybody that pipe. I showed all the stoners the pipe, and we got some cats that had some weed. They didn't have a pipe, but they had weed, and they wanted to smoke out of my pipe. So my pipe was nice. So it's like, all right, bet, man, let's go smoke. So like, man, let's just go smoke up, man. Let's get butted out, man. So we did school that day, guys. We started ditching school. So I don't know if we're walking to a bus stop. I can't remember. But we're like a block away from school. And next thing you know, boom. Next thing you know, the school cop pulls up. He pulls up on us real quick. Like he already knew what was up. Pulled up on us. We're all just standing. That's probably like five of us standing there. Long story short with that, he finds a pipe on me. He finds weed on some other other dude. Finds weed on another dude, and yeah. So I got in trouble. So what happened was, I got charged with paraphernalia. And plus I was within 1,000 feet of the school, so I got in trouble. So I went to court, put me on probation, and yeah, I'm on probation now. Now from that point on, all my troubles was really when I was on probation. I kept having a lot of probation violations, fellas. I ain't gonna hold you. I had a lot of probation violations. Smoking up. I was the type. I looked it up on the internet how to pass your piss test. I would have a Visine bottle, right? I have a Visine bottle. I would cut the tip off, make sure all the Visine's out the bottle. I'll tie a shoestring around the top of the Visine bottle. I'll fill the Visine bottle up with Clorox bleach, and tie the string to my my pants button, or whatever you want to call it, right? If that makes sense, right? And so every time I would go on probation, knowing that I had to take a piss test, I would drop like 2 or 3 drops of this. I would drop 2 or 3 drops of Clorox bleach into the piss to dilute the piss, to clean it out. I passed every time, fellas. I remember one time, fellas, I smoked a day before my piss test. Stupid, right? I smoked a day before my piss test, and I had to smoke that day. And I was like, you know what? I can't go back I can't go to DT. So I drank a gallon of water. This is the day before I was really skinny, so the water went right through me. I drank a gallon of water and did my whole routine with the Visine bottle with the Clorox bleach in it. And I did that and I passed. It blew my mind. I literally passed. I must have took 5-6 hits off that joint a day before and held it in and everything, and I still passed the drug test. So that was another crazy moment right there. But I just started getting into all kinds of different trouble, guys. Like, it wasn't even, I mean, I was just getting into trouble. Just most probation violations. I was running away from home, stealing, getting caught for stealing. I think I may have got caught with a little small bag of weed on me when I was trying to steal some shit from another place. Man, all that stupid stuff, bro. Like, I'm not gonna incriminate myself like that, but I'm not gonna incriminate myself on YouTube. But I'm not a bad dude. Okay, let's get that right. I'm not a bad dude. I'm 38 now. I'm past all that. I don't even smoke or drink anymore. But as a teenager, I was wilding out. I was going to different programs. I was in the DART program DART program once. No, DART program twice. TASK. These are all different programs, fellas. TASK once. Genesis program. I was in the Genesis program. And the last program I was in as a juvenile was a program called the Wilderness program. That was the top tier program I was on. Now that joint, you out there in the wilderness for 45 days. You dig what I'm saying? You out there in the wilderness for 45 days, and that was the hardest program I had to go to. I graduated from that program, and I was doing pretty good for a while. I definitely was doing pretty good for a while. I had my mind made up, guys, that I wanted to change. I told myself, yes, I'm going to go to school, get this high school diploma. I'm not going to party anymore, smoke anymore. And I did that after I got out of the program. But it was a thing of, I thought that's not what God wanted. Like, I thought God wanted that for me, but once I got out the program and I tried to hook up with Job Corps, it just didn't go down the way I wanted to. Job Corps did not accept me. I sat home for 5 months. I isolated for 5 months, guys. I was like, yes, I'm not gonna call the fellas up. I ain't gonna hang out with them no more. Any of that stuff, any of it. Sat home for 5 months, and to only get a call from a Job Corps from them to tell me that, yeah, your background, your juvenile background check thing is too extensive. It was just a bunch of probation violations. I never got a felony on my joint. I never had a felony, never did have a felony. But they didn't like the background. And it's like, man, it took them 5 months to figure that out. It took that mugs 5 months to figure it out. So what did I do? I said, you know what, man? I'm going back to hanging out, man. I thought God wanted me to change, but I thought He wanted me to change, but I guess not. So yeah, I went back to hanging out with the fellas, but it wasn't as much though. Because by then, what we were doing, we were drinking, smoking, we were tagging. Yes, I was in tagging crews. You know what I'm saying? I would graffiti and all that stuff. Not gang stuff, but like graffiti, like art. You know what I'm saying? But I could have told the story more detailed. There could have been more details in it because there's a lot more in this story that I could have went through. But this part would have definitely took me a long time to really film, give you guys all the details and in betweens on this stuff. But yeah, fellas, just it all snowballed. It was a snowball effect. I got in all kinds of trouble, guys. I stayed in trouble for years. It was all because hanging out with these fellas, man. Hanging out with the wrong crowd is what I'm trying to say. Hanging out with the wrong crowd. It all started from smoking weed, and like I said, junior high or high school, beginning of high school, I started drinking and smoking, and tagging and hanging out with bad people. I ain't gonna name no names or anything, but just hanging out with bad people, fellas, and it all caught up to me. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, now I'm 38. I don't smoke no more. I don't drink no more. I don't hang around any crowds like that anymore. I'm just doing me, fellas. Just doing me, guys. Yeah, just doing me. So that's my video, fellas. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.